What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. Gotta be kind of quiet, doing the baby thing. She's taking her nap. Gotta get these in when I can. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm gonna be talking about 10 budget blades that I recommend. They kick ass for the price. They're, in my opinion, worth more than what they charge for them. So with that being said, I'm gonna start with the smallest. There's gonna be no really order as far as like which one's better, which one's worse, nothing like that, because they're all great in my opinion. But I'm gonna start with the smaller knives first and work my way up to the bigger ones. So the first one would have to be this little M-Tech flipper. This one is just awesome. Look at this thing. Little, what do they call that? Sheep's foot or Wharncliffe blade. It's an M-Tech right there. This one here, it just says stainless steel. It doesn't give a grade. I think it's probably like a 440. It is made in China. And if I could read it here, it does say this is model MT1177 if you're interested in this one. You can find them on eBay, or certain knife companies have them. Just beautiful. Look at that edge. It's just awesome edge. I use this all the time. It's pretty small, and it is a button lock, which I love button locks because it's just so easy to, convenient, easy to use. You got the flipper where you can use the thumb studs. Nice ambidextrous thumb studs, so there's even on both sides, which is pretty cool. And just awesome little aluminum handles for 14 bucks. This one was 14 bucks on eBay, what I paid for it. Good deep belt clip, but this is something this small, I just throw in my pocket. I don't worry about putting it in my belt, and you forget it's in your pocket. It's so small, but very handy, very handy. Next one, this one, I don't know how they sold it for that low, but I got this on eBay. You can still find it, but I think it's a little bit more. And actually, no, I got this on Amazon. Paid like 12 bucks, I think, 13 bucks for it on Amazon, and it's freaking amazing. This one here is the Con knife by Cold Steel, and G10 blue, beautiful blue G10 handles, nice big belt clip. Look at that dead center. Look at this blade. Awesome Tanto, like a modified Tanto point. Just beautiful. Look at that. This one here is Oz 10A steel, made in Taiwan. Nice, thick, robust stock. Just innovative, new design style thumb studs. I kind of like that look. It's pretty cool. And on this side, it just says Con. Another just awesome little EDC carry knife. Use this all the time too. It's just awesome, man. Just a work knife. Just a awesome, just a all around, just go at it work knife, man. Throw this in the truck or in your pocket. Lightweight. I was watching Captain Electrode. If you haven't seen his channel, check him out. He's a pretty cool dude. He said some funny stuff, and recently he said something that just made me bust up. He's all, you want a nice, light, nimble knife to go right. If you go jogging, honey, you're not gonna want to throw a big, heavy, hunky knife in your pocket when you're wearing sweatpants or really light material running pants, because a lot of times when you're running, your pocket will sway back and forth and end up hitting you in the nuts or the wiener. So, and he's absolutely right, man. And you end up freaking, checking yourself in the nuts when you have a big old blade. But this little thing, nah, you clip it into your pants and you're good to go. You don't even feel this when you're jogging or running or at the gym working out. Just awesome blade. All right, the next, I'm gonna go with another M-Tech. Now this M-Tech is a freaking beast. This one here has the seatbelt cutter. It's aluminum handles, has that glass breaker, window buster. There's a flipper tab. This one is spring assisted, and this is one hell of a knife for the price. Another one was $11. $11. This was a gas station knife. $11. And go check out my Hardy's review on this one. This blade will absolutely amaze you. For $11, it's worth every penny. This is an awesome truck knife. This model here is MT8345. So that's gonna be it. Yeah, 8345 MT. Stainless steel. Of course, it doesn't call it the greatest steel. It says design, USA design, but definitely made in China. But man, this thing is a beast, a beast. And like I said, go check out my hard use review on this. I batoned with this, I chopped with this, I threw this at my log like a throwing knife, and nothing went wrong with it. It held up absolutely beautiful. No folding, no chipping, no rolling. I mean, it stayed razor sharp for 11 bucks. This was a damn good buy, man. This is awesome knife. Highly recommend it. Like I said, go check out my review on this one. It's, you know, surprise you. And these other two will not surprise you because they're just workhorses. I would have to say, arguably for the money, they were probably the strongest knives you can possibly buy for the money. So, you know, I have to bring them up here because these are absolutely my favorite, and they're under 50 bucks because all these here I'm showing you are going to be pretty much under 50 bucks. They're the budget blades, right? So anything above 50, you're getting more into the premium stuff. But not doesn't mean these are cheap by any means. Cheap in price, but not cheap in quality. These things are awesome. So the next ones I'll bring out together, it would have to be the SR1 Lights by Cold Steel. This is the Tonto, and then this is the Clip Point. And these are tanks. Look at that stock. Freaking, just like, I think it's like 6 millimeters thick, something ridiculous. I mean, tips freaking crazy. Again, go watch my hard use review on these two. You will see on the Tonto one I did, I was prying, I was stabbing, trying to break the tip, bend the tip. This thing is just, the heat treat on this is just absolutely exceptional for the steel. And these are the budget steel that everyone talks shit on, the 8CR 13 MOV, and this one's 8CR 14 MOV, so it's a little bit better, but still budget steels. I would put these up against any of those premium steels because they're, you know, maybe you have to sharpen these a little more, but as far as strength, these things are indestructible, man. They're freaking crazy. I throw these, again, I threw this, I batoned with it, chopped with it. I mean, chopped branches it shouldn't be chopping, batoned branches it shouldn't baton with. I just went crazy on this thing. And after all that, I took this damn thing in the ocean with me. This isn't super high, you know, stainless steel. This is, you know, this stuff can rust. And I took it in the ocean with me. Why? I you know, I felt a little more safe in case something tries biting my leg. You know, I rather die fighting than just die letting a shark or something chomp on my shit. So, you know, even though it's just maybe unrealistic, because I know, yeah, you're really gonna fight off a shark? Probably not. But in my mind, it made me feel a little better to have it with me. So I took this with me when I went diving. And look at it. It was rusty. When I took it home, finally took it out the next day. It was all full of rust. No pitting, nothing else, but I took some polish to it, polished it back up. The only thing you can see right in here, a little bit of rusting right in there, but actually you can see it there a little more, right in there. You can see a little bit there. I didn't take it fully apart. I just got lazy, but in the ocean, it still looks like almost like new. No issues with the action, strong as hell. No wiggle, no wobble, no blade plate at all. These things are tanks. For the money, you cannot go wrong. I mean, under, like I said, 40 bucks. You can get these for $40 and worth every penny, probably worth more. So, and these do have like their Gryvex plastic style handles. These aren't G10 or anything, but you don't have to worry about that. I mean, these are tanks. And then for some reason, if you ever did, which I highly, highly doubt, but if you ever did break this, 40 bucks, go get another one. If you lost it, 40 bucks, go get another one. You know, it's not gonna break the bank. Okay, next one, another Cold Steel. Awesome Cold Steel. This one here is the Bush Ranger Light, and this one is like 30 bucks. For 30 bucks, you're getting one hell of a knife. Look at this thing. Has that Gryvex plastic handle again. This one doesn't have a oh, that's the thing too. These have triad locks, which if you know anything about locking systems, it's like one of the best, if not the best locking system in the world. It almost makes it close to a fixed blade. I mean, closest you can get for a folder being a fixed blade is pretty much a triad lock, and these ones have it. This one doesn't have a triad lock, but it does have a strong ass lock. And you could argue on some of these little folders, do you need a lock that strong? Maybe not, but still, I mean, it's cool to have that insurance, right? But this one here is another one where it's not a triad lock, it's just a lock back, but strong as you need it. Long, strong lockup, no blade play at all. 30 bucks. This one here is the 8CR13 MOV, so that's in that budget steel. I carved with this. I've used it all day, you know, chopping stuff. Never had an issue with it. Never had any. The blade takes a while to get dull, and then you can just drop it right back up. That's what's good about these type of budget steels. They're easy to sharpen in the field. You don't need some sort of diamond sharpener system or anything like that. You just freaking get your strop out and strop it back to razor. So you can't go wrong. This one does have a little lock here, locking mechanism, which it's cool. A lot of people can argue that they don't like it. You know, it's not needed. I could say, yeah, it's probably not needed. But if you feel more secure using it, use it. When you hold it up like that, you can't push the button down. So you need to unlock it. Just gives you a little more assurance that it's not going to close on your hand. But with this thing, I doubt it'll close anyways. But yeah, some people like it. Another one, 20 bucks. 20 bucks for this freaking tank. This one here is I forgot the name of this one. It's a Smith & Wesson, but oh, this one's called like the Bulldog, I believe. The part number on this is the SW604. So if you put an SW604 on eBay or Amazon, it'll probably come up. I think this one did get discontinued, so you might have to look on eBay or other markets, but they're just awesome, just awesome. Another budget one with a strong lockup. So this one here is a liner lock. And G10 handles, look at that, beautiful insert here, fiberglass insert, G10 handles. I like that little fuller, just a crazy innovative, like a weird Tonto style blade, 2 fullers, nice little jimping in the back here, thumb studs, big thick fat thumb studs. I know I heard people complain about this wire type belt clip. It doesn't bother me any. And it did come with this lanyard here, so pulling out of your pocket, which is awesome. And like I told you guys, if you follow my channel, you know I hardly ever use pocket clips, even big knives. I just throw them in my pocket and go. You know, it's very rarely I'm going to be hanging upside down or doing something super crazy where a knife's going to fly out of my pocket. So I just throw it in my pocket like that. I don't worry myself too much with pocket clips. But I mean, some people do. So if you do, this one here has people complain about just being a little bit flimsy. But to me, it's pretty tight, but not too bad. It just calls out stainless steel, no special steel on this thing. But again, for 30 bucks, or no, 20 bucks, like 25 bucks, I think this was. You can't beat it. It's just awesome, thick, just a beast of a blade. Holds a good edge too. All right, next here. This one's about 40 bucks. This one here is another budget one from Cold Steel, the Luzon. They do make a bigger version of this, but that one's obviously more. That one's like 60 bucks, I believe. But this one here you can get for around 40. And awesome, dude. There's another liner lock, tough, Gryvex handles. This one here is the Oz 10A. No, this one's the 8CR 13 MOV. So that's still strong steel, tried and true. Again, Cold Steel does awesome heat treat on their shit. So I never had any of these breaking or busting. But look at that look how cute that tip is, man. Super pointy and sharp. Even doing that, I could feel it just pierce my skin, man. It's sharp as hell. So I mean, this is awesome self-defense blade. I mean, if you had to jab something, man, you're sliding all the way in with this slender, sharp blade. Just beautiful. Again, it has that lock, so if you push that up, you can't close the liner lock there. It locks it in place, so no slipping or closing. It gives you more assurance that it's not going to fold on your fingers. Again, people hate that or they love it. Or I never really love it, but I heard most people don't care. Like me, I don't care. It's not a big deal for me. But some people hate it. Has that thick, fat plastic belt clip. Not bad. Pretty cool. Yeah, not really nice. I know some people say they like these plastic belt clips better, especially when you're getting in and out of cars and stuff. Especially people that put their knives in their back pocket. I heard with the metal ones, they'll scratch the leather. If someone has leather seats, they'll scrape the shit out of leather seat all up. So you know these ones are a little more friendly for other material that you're going to be putting out of your pocket, or it's going to be rubbing against. So a lot of people like plastic because of that instead of the metal ones. But again, not a big issue for me. The last two, guys, the last two of the 10. Awesome budget ones. These ones here, I got to give a shout out to Donovan Tew. He gifted these to me, so appreciate you, brother. I really do appreciate these knives, and I do use them. They're awesome knives. I throw these in my pocket a lot. I use them for around, around town, around the house, and there'd have to be the Milwaukee knives here. And these ones, they don't call it the steel here. I think it's just it says stainless steel, I believe on the package, but it doesn't say what type or what grade, if it's 440 or what, 440C, 440A, I don't know. Tough knives, it's Milwaukee made. And this one is a liner lock here. So this one, I think for safety, it does have a button here, like a button you have to depress to open it. So it doesn't open in your pocket, I believe, when you're climbing or doing stuff. And I think if you hold the button, if you hold the button, if you could flick it out, yeah, so you can. So if you hold the button down, you can flick it out. So you can still use it one-handed. You don't need to use two hands to do it. And then you just close it normally it's a liner lock. So you just close it like a normal liner lock. But yeah, it works. It works for that. Little extra step there. You know, I know people complain about that, but for me, it doesn't bother me. And awesome knife. It's a utility knife, man. These ones here are meant to be used, meant to be abused, you know, and these hold up well. These hold up really, really well. They cut everything. I mean, I never seen these don't chip or anything, so they do have good heat treat. Whatever steel they use for stainless steel, it has really good heat treat. And here's the other one. This one I like too a lot. This one here's a flipper. This one I think is a spring assist. So you just pull these two knobs in. It's not like some of those what do you call those, like Spyderco and stuff, where you just pull these down and it just drops. This one has a spring, so for this one you have to pull down and then push down. So this one you will probably need two hands. I mean, let me see. Unless you did one-handed. I guess you could do it one-handed, but a little more difficult. But definitely awesome knife. Cool, freaking awesome little hunting knife. You could use this, or utility. Like I said, throw this in your pocket. Just bitching. These all came razor sharp. Hair cutting. All these came hair popping sharp out of the box for budget, for under 40 bucks. And I told you the price of some of these other ones. Just, you know, all the way from freaking $11 all the way up to close to 40, 41, 42, right around that range. These ones here, both of these from Milwaukee ones, you can pick these at Home Depots. You can get these, or Menards, or some of those supply huts like that. And these will run you around 20 bucks, like 17 to 20 bucks, depending on where you buy it or what kind of deal you have if they're on sale. But man, awesome knives, and they feel good in the hand. Just bitching. So thanks again, brother, for the gifts. I appreciate them. I do use them, and you can see I threw them a part of this collection because they're awesome blades, man. For the price, you cannot beat these knives. They're just great. And one thing I love about a budget knife, compared to a real expensive one, because you know me, I'm a knife guy. I have folders that are worth $300, $400. You know, I don't go much above that though, because it's just me. My thing. If I'm gonna spend over 400 bucks on a knife, I'd rather put it towards a gun. I also collect guns as well. So once I get into that range, I'd rather buy another handgun or another rifle. So for me, 300 bucks is usually max for all my knives, whether it's a big Bowie or a small folder. You know, quality, something I like. I usually don't go above 300 bucks. But going back to this though, with these ones here, again, are you gonna really abuse and be digging stuff out and cutting stuff crazy with a $300 knife? You're gonna probably baby it a little more. You're gonna be super pissed off if you lose it somewhere, it falls out of your pocket when you're doing something and you can't find it. All these here, easily replaced, and it's not gonna bother you because they're 30, you know, some of these are $11, $12, you know, even if it is 40 bucks, you know, you can't go out to dinner with your wife or your family for around 40 bucks, even fast food nowadays, much less somewhere nice. So cheap, and you can always replace them, and their quality, they'll last you forever, and then you're not gonna worry about, like I said, you're not gonna worry about using them. You're gonna feel, you want to dig in the dirt with it, you'll do it, you know, because it's a budget knife, one that you're meant as a user, it's a total user. And you know, you're not gonna do that with a $500 folder. You know, that's more for collecting and for looks. You know, these ones here are for absolutely just going crazy. You know, and like I said, like something like this, it's just you're doing everything with this. You're doing. I mean, there's nothing this thing freaking can't do. It's just so awesome. Highly recommend all these knives. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until next knife, gun, or whatever,